Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is afternoon. It's 1:30 almost again. Same thing, same exact thing. Last night was a little better with Ellie. She slept mostly through the night. She got up coughing a few times through the night, but of course, I kept checking on her because I've just been worried about her. So I was able to get a little bit more sleep, although I was up pretty late just working on some more site stuff. So I don't know, maybe 6 hours. 6 hours. It felt better to get a little bit more, but I think my body has just kind of reached its max. So today's a busy day, but tonight, thank goodness, I'm going to come home and go to bed on time. It is going to be fabulous. That's at least the plan. We'll see what happens. So my Eli seems to be doing much better with his ears. Yay. Thank goodness. So I think the onion did its little number on it, which we always love. So both kids are doing much, much better than they were the last few days, which is good. My workout, I just finished T25 total body circuit. It was rough. I will admit it. It was really rough today. I think my body is just taking a toll. I did a couple things that I know better than to do. So number one, of course, lack of sleep. Lack of sleep plays a huge, huge part in our lives, just in how our body functions. And I'm very aware of that. So I already knew that I was just kind of running at the end of my rope with how I feel just exhaustion-wise. But my second was my nutrition today. I know better than this. It wasn't that I ate anything bad, because when I did eat, it was healthy, but it was lack of. I think I was so focused. I was just walking through a site with a client so we could sign off on it and she can open for business, which is always beautiful. It was an e-commerce site, and those are always just way more detailed than just your generic blog that we're creating. Not that they're generic, but they're not as simple. So we had to walk through quite a few elements on it. My walkthrough took about 2 hours, which is longer than normal. So for a regular blog, but for an e-commerce site, that's common. So I just wrapped up that this morning, which was exciting, and it always feels good. This was one that I had put a lot of hours in on, and it was just the time that it really needed to get launched in time. Obviously, we were trying to hit a deadline to be launched before Valentine's Day. So that felt great this morning. But when I'm focused, and this is one thing I always try to keep track of, and sometimes I'm not always on with it. But when I'm really focused in something, I'm trying to finish something, then sometimes I just forget to eat. I'm usually good about setting timers and everything, but it just was one of those things. The morning was so busy. So my breakfast was really, really later than normal. And then I missed a snack, and then I've missed lunch entirely. And I was looking at the clock, and I really have to get this workout in because we have the Lego build out today. So we have to make a drive to go down to Nashville and have some fun with Eli doing the Lego stuff, which I totally love. But I just knew my time was very limited, so I bypassed doing snack and lunch, and I could feel it during my workout. It was awful. It was actually really awful. My body felt literally like it just had no energy, no oomph to even get going through the workout. And even after finishing it, even though I feel better mentally that I've done it, I could feel that I just did my workout without being properly fed. So both sleep and nutrition. So that is a huge difference. Don't do what I just did, because it was really, really rough. I caught myself having to modify several times during the workout, which I usually don't do anymore. It was hard on me. Total body circuit really has a lot of leg work. So that's one thing that's always challenging for me when I do a lot of leg work. I don't know why it still takes a lot of energy out of me for some reason. So I struggled through the leg work. I'm still not very solid on my push-ups. So that was really difficult. I could just feel myself as I was going down. Just having the energy to be able to push myself back up was hard. It was a hard day. I felt pretty worn out by the end of it, and it just kind of refreshed my memory of back when I was doing these workouts right after I had my daughter. And the things that, even modification, as I was watching the modifier today, the push-ups and the plank moves, even though she had moved her knees to do them, a knee plank or a knee push-ups, those were things I couldn't even do after my C-section. I literally had to get in a cat position and do my push-ups and do my planks because I couldn't put any pressure on my abdominals. Even jumping, that was huge after I had my daughter. You use so much of your abs to raise your legs in the air. I couldn't do the jumps. It took me a while. So these are things if you are struggling with. So sorry, I don't know what happened. My screen also went blank. If you are struggling with these things and you are trying to work through these things, don't be discouraged. You will build up to it, to the point where you can get to where you're comfortable. I'm comfortable planking now. I can hold it for a pretty long period of time. My abdominals have rebuilt, and slowly yours will too. So this is a long video. Sorry it's longer than normal, but these are just things I wanted you to be aware of. If you are struggling with, don't get discouraged. Please don't be discouraged, and just keep pushing forward. As long as you are there and you're putting in the effort, your body will grow stronger every day. So anyways, that is enough of me right now, and I hope to do another video tonight, but who knows what time we'll be back. So if I don't see you tonight, I will definitely see you tomorrow. All right, goodbye guys.